In this episode tonight, coming up, it's more chat about football.
And then away at Weasel Wood. What's that say?
Walsall Wood.
Can't read it. Can't read it.
Weasel Wood.
Halfway through that month. Halfway in January is the best time of the year. The 15th being the particular day. And have a good time playing football with a great bunch of lads. If you're going to turn up just for the money, it's not worth coming in the first place because you'll be found out and we'll tell you exactly what we think of you. Hello! Hey, yes, and there, and there. I can do. You'll cut that, won't you? No.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to Corby Town Football Club podcast. Another one, yeah. And hello, my name's Chuck. This is Michael.
Hello.
And we're here with you on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification button so you always know we're here. Right, we've got lots to talk about tonight.
We've got loads to talk about. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
There's many questions to be asked, and hopefully we can come up with some answers.
Don't worry about that then. Right. So what are we looking at? Oh, we don't want to go there. I can't read that. Now, yes, we've got autocue. Autocue. So you'll have to cut to that one because that'll be quite fun when I've gone.
Is it?
Yeah, gone straight into the camera. So yeah, fixtures coming up. First of all, we're here on a Monday. I don't usually do this on a Monday, but the game's off tonight. That's the youth game that was meant to be here at Steel Park tonight. So there's a fixture that needs to be rearranged.
It will be rearranged, and we'll hope that that's rearranged before Christmas. And I would just like to say thank you to all the supporters that came on social media this afternoon and had an idea to come up this evening and try and get decent numbers here. And there was quite a few on there that wanted to come. So unfortunately with you team fixtures, it's not always possible. We don't get the message till the last minute, really.
Yeah. So I'm also concerned because Corby Town play away at Kettering tomorrow. That game could also be in jeopardy. And that's not a place. Not like the fictitious Kettering ground, which isn't in Kettering. Jeopardy isn't a place you go to. But it might be off. Look, you've got to look at the weather tomorrow. Check the socials, whether it's on. But this is coming out. This is coming out long time after that's gone. It may be rearranged for a time in the future again.
And I think that would suit Gary, wouldn't it?
It probably would. Yeah. We've got problems, a large injury list, and we're going on with that. We're away at Gresley this weekend. Gordon Bennett.
We are away at Gresley, near Swadlincote, which is up the... Derbyshire, just before you get to Burton-on-Trent, somewhere up there, around that area.
Very good.
So, nice little journey, 61 miles. I've already looked at it.
Oh, right.
Lovely.
Okay. And then after that, we're back here at home on there's a game missing there, the 22nd.
Yeah, that's a rearranged game. In case you wonder, we've got a screen with all the fixtures on.
Well, don't tell them that. That's secret, that is. Autocue. Yeah, we've got a game against the meat substitutes.
Yeah, we have got a game against the meat substitutes. What's his name? Bacon and beef and pork.
Porn?
Pork.
Pork. Right, I was thinking corn. Yeah. Quorn. We're playing Quorn on the 22nd, 7:45 kickoff on a Wednesday night. That'll be chilly. You need a hat that night.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
We all wear hats.
And then we're home again versus Luga Baruga Dynamo, whoever they are. And then it's into December and the start of the nonsense month.
Luga Baruga is on the 25th, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And then away at Weasel Wood. What's that say?
Walsall Wood.
Can't read it. Can't read it.
Weasel Wood.
Weasel Wood. So Walsall Wood. Now, obviously, we played and got a fantastic result away when we went to Sporting Kelsa. But you can't be too far away from Sporting Kelsa, I'm thinking. Because Sporting Kelsa's in Mildenhall, not far from Wolverhampton.
Mildenhall?
Not Mildenhall, was it? Willenhall.
Yeah, Walsall's that area.
And it's that area as well.
Yeah,
so, good call.
Yeah. And then after that is the local derby, and it's on the 9th of December, and it's here against Harbour Town.
Market Harbour Town, and you're such a big fan. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't show the fans what you're wearing underneath, mainly because your microphone might fall off.
Yep.
I'm protecting the. He's wearing a Market Harbour Town shirt. Shocking. It's to keep him warm. So yeah, that's coming up, and there's no game on the 16th of December. We've discussed this. No game on the 16th. Do you want a moment?
I'm all right.
Good. 16th, no game. We're trying to get the shop open, or at least so Billy can sell some stuff. No game on the 23rd. We're home here versus Boldmere St Michael's.
Yep.
Another team that you like because it's got your name in the title. And and that's the reverse fixture of the first game of the season.
Yep. I'll tell you what's not on there is the Cambridge City one.
Because it hadn't been organised, and that's going to be on the 28th of December.
Which
on
is
a Wednesday night, 7:45 kickoff. No game, Boxing Day. What are we going to do, eh? After you've spent half an hour, 10 minutes opening your present that you get for, I can't think of what reason whatsoever, it's just a nonsense. And then you're stuck in the house for 2 days. You really desperately want to go out. You have to go and watch another game of football. Go to West Nell, that's what I'd say. If they're at home, I don't know if they are. Check press for details. But yeah, and then we're directly into January, officially the best month of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, especially the halfway through that month. Halfway in January is the best time of the year. The 15th being the particular day. So so that's that to talk about. So what else you got in here? You've got some clips, have you?
We will have in a moment, but what we're going to do is hopefully we can bring this one up. Okay, this is a bit of what we've got here is Chuck's going to do his bit on this, really. So people have always asked what's happening with players, and in case you haven't heard across social media, Callum Milne isn't here anymore. Because he's at Wellingborough, I believe.
Oh, right.
Drew Richardson is no longer because of travel distances. Harry Thomas has been recalled back to Peterborough.
We're aware of that because the boss mentioned that in his interview on Saturday
just in
after
case.
the Coalfield game.
Dan Wallace is out for a little bit of time. We don't know how long. And Thomas has been unavailable. So these are the things that we can tell you. You probably, if you don't know already, we've signed a young lad on work experience from Peterborough United, and his name is Oliver Rose, and I believe he came on and got a few minutes on Saturday.
He did, and obviously this is because they've pulled back Harry and they wanted Harry to be playing in the squad or named in the first team posh squad, which is brilliant. You know, that we've had somebody that's now going on to very high level football, certainly higher than us, is great. And Oliver Rose has been given us to fill that gap. So did come on. He looked all right. He's got some legs on him, and hopefully he'll experience a little bit more about playing football against the men here at Still Park and when we're away at games. So that's good.
Gary alluded to the wonderful effort put in by Ben Whiting, who's been on now his dual registration from Long Eaton United, about how he was down at a funeral and they drove all the way back just for the match and then went all the way back again. That's some effort, isn't
when
it?
You say all the way, it was to Cornwall.
Yeah, sorry.
It wasn't to Wellingborough or Northampton.
No,
it was Cornwall. So thanks very much for your efforts there. And, Gary did say lots of things in his interview. It was 10 minutes long on Saturday night, when it's Saturday night. And there's been lots of feedback from that interview that I've seen on Twitter. So everybody's saying, yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Gary, for what you're saying. It couldn't have been easy. And, putting a game together, putting a team together isn't, being a manager isn't that easy, is it? So,
what?
Oh, right, has he? Was this news?
Yeah, this was on, Danny Setchell put this on his own Twitter page. and I basically picked it up from this. So Chuck's going to do the honours on this one.
All right. Well, Danny Setchell is apparently, and that's you know him as DS because that's what the boss calls him. But Danny Setchell has broken his second and third metatarsal, and I think it's going to be time for him to retire. Wow, no luck whatsoever this year. So he's been through the ringer this year. He's certainly had a lot of problems with his body, maybe catching up with him. But yeah, if he's got breaks in his foot, for that's where his metatarsal is. It's not his hand, is it? They're metacarpals. So metatarsal. He thinks maybe it might be the time for giving it a break. But we wish him well in all he does. I'd like to think he'd still be hanging around Corby Town, saying that his old man's in charge, isn't he?
Sometimes when you get something that happens, you get a bit. You get a bit down, don't you? So
yeah,
you never know.
All the best, Danny. So and Danny Gordon said on social media this week, this is almost professional. We're telling you what people say on social media. It's quite bizarre. He has said great support today. He's talking about the game versus Sutton Coldfield Town. Last minute goal by him, thanks to his free kick, which I filmed. I did film the free kick. Yeah. And the guy jumped up like that, and it's a handball. I don't care because lots of their fans said that they said quite disrespectful things about us. Look, if you're jumping up in a wall and you've got your hand in front of your face, you're an idiot. You're not a defender. You're a muppet. Don't do it. So straight away, there you go, penalty spot, and Danny Gordon knocks it in. And the crowd go wild, as you were all fully aware, those that were here. And the attendance, I was just about to come on to the attendance without actually seeing that. There was 567. Now, that's the second highest attendance this season. It was 570, apparently, when John Clark, Stato, up in the stand, told me, on Saturday. Now, there's something else that relates to this and the high attendance is, so if we rounded up and said, well, it's nearly 600, yeah? Right? And on Saturday afternoon, the half-time draw pot was £216. Now, I was told it was 260 because that's what they'd overheard, and we got it slightly wrong. It was 216. But if you take the 600 in, and they've got a prize pot of 216 quid, that means we've sold over 400 tickets, yeah? Because half the money goes to the club, half the money goes to the winner of the ticket, which means that for everybody coming through the gate, everybody's getting 2/3 of a ticket, aren't they? Yeah. So some people are buying more than one. I bought 2 tickets of the weekend. I was given another ticket. Thanks very much, Stuart. So that's brilliant. It's just excellent because you go around some grounds in this league for a half-time draw, and you'd be lucky if you get 40 quid. So well done, the Super Steel men. It's just absolutely joyous, and for knowing that what times are hard at the moment, it's great to think that we're giving somebody 220 quid, and it's probably helping them out for a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a decent shop in Aldi, isn't it?
Other injuries that picked up at the weekend you may not be aware of. Not everybody watches the interview, but Butterworth came off, and I'm not sure many people realise we paid the last 20 minutes with 10.
I saw him go down, and I saw him get up, and he walked off. He walked up to the dugout. I didn't actually see him leave the field. Oh. So if we were only playing the last 20 minutes with 10 men on the pitch, it's an even bigger effort and an applaud for the team for actually getting that result with only 10 men. Of course, they went down to 10 men in the last 5 minutes, but that came. It should have been. And I spoke to the ref in the what's it called, the thingy room afterwards, and said there should have been 2 or 3 people sent off because of the way that they were treating the referee. Give him some respect, and it was quite horrible. But then again, we said it the week before. Oh, you weren't there. The week before at Sporting Tulsa, their manager shouted down the line at the linesman, and he must have said the same thing over and over again, 5 times, and just berating the lino. The lino certainly came up and had a word with him afterwards, but he should have just called over the ref and said, "I'm not taking that. either he goes or I go.
Yeah, fair enough.
They look nice, don't they? They look nice. They're
very nice. You can see them hanging up now.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, the other thing that happened on Saturday is Matty Slim went off as well.
He did?
And I'm not sure that he's going to be ready for the next game, eh?
Right.
We don't know that for sure. And so Gary's faced with a conundrum, really, isn't he? Butterworth's in doubt, Slim's in doubt. Danny Sertill's not going to be there. Jordan O'Brien hasn't featured.
He's got an injury. He's still got a bit of a groin strain. I had to speak to him Saturday night.
So that's technically sort of 4 players. Are we on the verge of maybe seeing 1 or 2 coming in now?
Well, Gary alluded to this as well in the interview. He's trying to put 7 days in for players. This comes through the secretary. The secretary has to put 7 days in for a player. That's Macca. He's doing the work. Unfortunately, it seems that because we're not paying the big bucks like some of the teams are doing, we just can't get the players because some are just too greedy. Should we put it like that? We don't want your greedy players here. Well, it's not a renegade team. We want you to come here and play for Corby, enjoy the situation, enjoy the fans, enjoy the football, enjoy the pitch, and have a good time playing football with a great bunch of lads. If you're going to turn up just for the money, it's not worth coming in the first place because you'll be found out and we'll tell you exactly what we think of you.
That's the thing, isn't it? You want people that are going to play for the shirt. And, at the moment, there seems to be an awful lot of people that are not willing to do that, really. They just want to do, And can you understand it? I don't know. I mean, if you want to play football, you just want to play football, don't you? But I'm not a footballer. I can't put myself in that situation. So,
well,
you
never see a non-league footballer with a rubbish car, do you?
No,
unless you're Jordan Crawford, only because he can't drive. Hi, Jordan. What's next, Michael, on your list? Oh,
okay, yeah. I've got 2 slides here, and basically this is a couple of results that we got. There's no match report. We're just going to read out what the results were, and there you
are. So what's that? So this is the ladies' team. Corby Town won. I can't read who that is.
Crick Athletic.
They must wear red and white.
Yeah.
Terrible colours for any football team, quite frankly. They won 3-1, beat Corby, who were at home on that occasion. Woman of the match. Woman of the match. That will change soon, won't it? Ollie Ketteridge. Well done, Ollie. And also let's shout out the advertisers there, because that's the Royal Tandoori KB, which I noticed that KB are around on the shirts now. It's on the training tops. And Milex Engineering. I know Milex very well indeed. Always sponsoring things. They're also sponsoring the Urban Art Exhibition at the thing, and Corby Town, Corby Radio as well. So well done, Milex. Are they on this list? I did notice that one or a couple of these people on the list behind us haven't actually paid their dues for this year.
Only he would bring that up.
We're gonna go and check this list on what's behind us, and if you haven't paid us, we're gonna put a big cover. We're gonna put a cover over your name, and put the word censored. So remember, pay your dues. Keep sponsoring Corby Town. Oh, there's another one. So is this a different?
This is. Played Sunday just gone.
All right, so this was Corby 2, Desborough Ladies FC 4, Woman of the Match, Chloe McDonald. All of this information is available online. So if you want to go and follow Corby Town on Twitter or Instagram, you can do the same thing for Corby Town Ladies. Follow them on Twitter and Instagram and maybe on Facebook too. They all wear the Corby Town shirt. What else have you got on your wonderful computer machine, Michael?
Yeah, well, we're gonna. It's gonna be a bit odd until we get this, 100% until we know exactly what we're going to be doing. So
new tech all the time.
Yeah, this is a bit odd. We've never done this before.
So you're not going to get to see this, but we'll be watching it. So it's a bit like the Sky Sports studio where you can't watch the football, but we're talking you through it.
Yeah.
But you will overlay the images on the...
I will do. All the images that you see will be overlaid so you can listen if you're just listening to it, and if you're not, you can watch it. So, what we're going to do now is, because Chuck doesn't know this, I pre-planned all this and write everything out. We don't always have time to have a chat about it first off.
You make me sound like a mushroom. You know?
You're not a mushroom.
I'm kept in the dark. Hey, but I'm a fun guy.
Okay, what we're going to do is there's always been a mention of players that have made a difference to us so far this season. And since coming in my view, what I'll try and do is talk briefly about one of the players that I really like, and that's Connor Tomlinson.
Thought you were going to say that.
Yeah. And we're going to show a couple of his goals now. And hopefully me and Chuck are going to have a brief chat about what you can watch on the screen.
So the ball's coming in from a throw-in, quite a long throw-in, not a Danny Gordon throw-in, but into the middle of the park. Connor's there. This is his first game, his debut game, and he just simply passes it into the back of the net. This was the first goal of the afternoon, I believe. Yeah. Could have been the second, actually, on the occasion where we won. We were 2-0 up and lost 3-2. But this is another game away. I know this ground.
Shepshed,
nearly said something else. Yeah. And they're going through quickly, aren't they? But you can tell, as you say, he's got his eye on the ball. He knows what he wants to do. He's playing high off the defender's shoulder, isn't he? And he just picks the ball. He's turned him round completely there and just put it in the back of the net. Lovely shot.
He's very quick, isn't he? And that's what we want to highlight.
Well, he's not very tall. He's got a low centre of gravity, so he can twist and turn. There's a shot from Dan.
That's the one we wanted to show you in case you haven't seen it, which is the Danny Gordon. It was a bit of a fluke, really, wasn't it? Which was given to Michael Jacklin. And then what we're watching now is the goal from Saturday, Jack Keeble. I think it was probably first or second goal. Again, Danny Gordon puts the ball in, and the rest is history.
And here's this is the free kick, is it?
Yeah, this is the penalty that was.
So you can see there, he's gone up. He's because it was a bit of a dummy before it was kicked. He's gone up and then kept his hand up there, so he had time to bring it down. A good decision by the referee. The referee took his time in deciding.
The slow-mo here. Yep, slow-mo. Like that. And then what you're going to see is ill discipline, really, getting sent off.
There's one yellow card.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure.
And then he gave him a second yellow, and for that, the number 7, Sutton Coldfield, had to walk. Yeah. And even when he was told to go, he was still not quite going. And then he steps up. This is Danny Gordon again, straight under the keeper. I've seen that shot from the back of the goal as well. The keeper was quite close to it, but I've seen it from the back of the goal. And just to reiterate what Danny has said, fans were tremendous. So good work. Still taking a point there, but it's still got to be said, not enough points at home this season. If they'd won the games that they were in control of, those points would have made Corby certainly be in a better position up the table. 3
points from 18. If we'd won a couple of games, then we'd have been even 2 games. We'd have had 27 points. It must be frustrating for all the fans. People came to me on Saturday and said, shaking their head. I said, if you want to see them play well, go away. Which was a tongue-in-cheek remark, but at the end of the day, what
you did mean was just go away. I would have said that, What I haven't seen this week is, and I don't say it when we're at home, I get the chance to write the non-league paper write-up.
Yeah.
And I did give Danny Gordon star man and an entertaining 4 stars.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
You're allowed to give it 4 stars.
You've got to mark the game.
Yeah.
And so when we got beat at home this season, it hasn't been easy because I've had to say the star man is one of their players, and so it was nice to. It's nice to give it to a homer this week. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, one of the another thing, where our next game is away at Gresley, beyond whatever happens with Kettering in the Senior Cup, whether that's on or not. But our next league game is away at Gresley. Just so you know, Corby's position in the league is 7th. I looked this up. And in the current form table over their last 6 games, Corby's position is 7th.
Wow.
With 10 points. Gresley, a team that are struggling, they've only managed 5 points from the last 6 games.
Wow.
So whether that means anything, you never know.
It's going to be a tough game Saturday, because you've said it before. I've not been to the ground. I missed it last year, which was the first time we went there. But it's a bit of a cart horse stadium, and it's not the best of stadiums.
Well,
it's the pitches.
It's an old-fashioned. The pitch isn't great at all. It's very bobbly, and it's very, very bobbly. Not being disrespectful, it's just the way it is.
Well, then again, it's bobbly at Spalding, and we won there last week, didn't we? So, get in. Yeah. So it's all good. It's not all good. We know what the problems are. We need to win at home. We need to get some more points on the thingy. But we're going into a very, very difficult kind of winter time games of football now, and it's going to be a bit nip and tuck in it. So hopefully some of those teams in the top 4, 5 will slip up, and we'll be able to just creep up the table. It's still very tight. I mean, we played the team who were 12th at the weekend, and there was only 3 points between us. So it's a very, very tight league. So
and out of their last 6 games, Sutton Coldfield have managed to take 12 points in their last 6 games. So when you're looking at the form table, I know people walked away disappointed because it was Sutton Coldfield. If you actually look at what they're doing at the moment, they're making good progress up the league.
So we'll bring you up to date with as much as what happens as we go forward. It's got a busy couple of weekends coming up. We've got games on the horizon. We need to play them. And some of them are away. But we've got 2 games still this month here at Steel Park.
Yeah. We've got Corn and Lugabaruga, as you would say that.
And the meat substitutes. So
With piece of pork.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
I don't know.
Somebody beef. You'll see it because I put the clip on.
Is that their names? Names of players? Not mushrooms, because that's what corn's made out of. So
and not Harborough, where their fingers are made of carrots.
Yeah, and they celebrate bonfire night on the 19th of November. That was rained off as well when it was originally. It was due to be played. It was due to set off on the 2nd, and that rain that day just flattened it. So they had it the week later. So not only did they miss it because we were going to do it on the 2nd, but then they missed it because they did it again on the 7th or something like that. It's Market Harborough, but that's
wonderful.
Yeah. So what's next? What else we got?
Well, we've got a couple of things that we're going to look at. Are we doing 2 tonight?
Yeah, we'll save it for another one. How many you got in the bag?
I've got some youth team action that we can talk about.
All right.
You don't want to do it in the...
No, we'll do it. Do it in the next one.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. That's kind of what do they call it? An Easter egg for what's in the next one. Youth team action. Do
you reckon for the next one we want our auto cue right in front of us and still to the side?
Why is that?
I don't know. It just looks weird when we're both going like that.
Yeah, we're looking down there, not at the camera. Sorry, you people that are watching us on the telly.
You and you.
So
are you going to cut to that? So I'm doing what he does.
All right. I'm not going to cut to it. So we'll leave you there because that's quite a long one, and you can bung that out whenever it gets there. But it is Monday night, and it should be out now. So we're saying that in real time. But hey, this will go out soon. So, but yes. So in the meantime, here we are, Corby Town TV. We're on the YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button.
Yep.
Hit the like button and the notification button, and you'll be up to date with all the news from Steel Park. So in the meantime, we'll be back very soon, maybe sometime next week, same time, Monday night, about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it
Yeah,
goes down.
it will be. It will be.
So we'll say goodbye for time being. My name's been Chuck. Hello. And that's been Michael.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night.